Hi Kelly and Laura. So I just got back from England and Scotland and I wish that you could have come with me, both of you, because you would have had a great time. I had a really good time. So someday in the future we are going to go to Scotland together and see all the people in kilts and the Scottish music, and it will be great. Laura, I really enjoyed your Doug a cappella version. That made me really happy. I'd kind of forgotten about that show, so it brought back lots of memories. And it was very impressively done. Good job. So I said this week that I would talk about some of the best friendships in movies and TV and in books. Kelly, you took one of mine, because of course Inigo and Fezzik was going to be on the list. It's one of the all-time great friendships. So this is going to be a list of 9-ish of the best friendships of all time. And in not any particular order, because ranking things is too difficult. So randomly what popped into my head. So first, Gimli and Legolas. They come from different worlds and they start out not trusting each other, but they learn to overcome their racial differences and be friends. And I really like how they did that in the movie as well. Their orc killing contest and how they like tease each other, but they're really friends. And I love that in the book that Gimli gets to go, even though he's a dwarf, he gets to go across the ocean in the end. He gets to sail into the west too, because they're friends. So, next, this is sort of 2 in 1, because I couldn't decide between the Doctor and Rose and the Doctor and Donna, because I wasn't going to put any romantic couples into this, but the Doctor and Rose were friends way more than they're in love, even though they were in love. But their story was more about being friends first. It was a great friendship that, you know, when they had hard times, they're always there for each other. And the Dr. Donna is great as well. It's one of the great partnerships. But you'd think that Donna's just nobody, but really in the end she's the most important person in the universe. And the Doctor teaches her to see that, and she saves him too. So, great friendship. And basically that's the saddest thing, that the Doctor doesn't get to keep any of his friends. Next, Sherlock and Holmes. Sherlock and Watson. Sherlock Holmes. Sorry, I wasn't trying to make a split personality there. Particularly in the new Sherlock Holmes, in the TV show by Stephen Moffat, which is brilliant. Because you can tell they just get on each other's nerves so much, but they're friends. Because in the end, they like each other even though they're so different. So I really enjoyed that. I can't wait to see more of the show and see how their friendship develops. So next, okay, so I had to include this couple, or these friends in here, even though I don't think either of you know who they are, because they're from a random fanfiction, but it's a really, really good random fanfiction. So Imrahil and Andahar from Isabeau of Greenlay's series about Lord of the Rings. So she took a random, really minor character from Lord of the Rings and then created this other character who's he like saves, was a slave in Haradrim, and anyway, they're really good friends, and it's basically, you just need to read it because then you'll know what I'm talking about. So I will make sure that you do. So next, Emma and Mr. Knightley from Jane Austen's Emma. They just always struck me as like just the epitome of what friends should be, because basically Mr. Knightley doesn't let Emma get away with being spoiled or bratty. Even though he really likes her and he doesn't want to hurt her, when she needs it, he's willing to tell her the truth and make her be a better person. So even though their whole romance is slightly questionable because he's way older, their friendship is great. Then Josh and Toby from The West Wing, because it's another sort of opposites friendship, because Josh is all manic and always thinks he knows what to do, but is kind of all over the place, and Toby is a little more quiet. Sometimes he's gets a little bit depressed, but he also always thinks he knows what's right. So it's a good thing they usually agree, because when they don't, there's a really upsetting episode where they get into a fight, and that made me really sad. But they get over it, and they're friends in the end. And last, Piglet and Pooh, because really, where could you get a better friendship than that? When Piglet is cold in the snow, Pooh tries to take care of him. Anyway, they're pretty much the best. So there's my list. I like to hear if you have other friendships to add to it. I hope you guys are having a good week. I have finally got caught up in my sleep, I think, after not having slept at all the last night I was in England. I slept all day yesterday. So now I have to start actually going to class again. And start getting back on top of things and food shopping and all of the normal life things that I haven't been doing because I've been traveling. But I will look forward to seeing your videos. Bye!